everybody, this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be joined by Malcolm Cooper, the movie Wizard of Oz himself, and we're going to be doing a review of the 2011 movie X-Men First Class. So, in this movie, before Charles Xavier and Eric Glencher took the names Professor X and Magneto, they were two young men discovering their powers for the first time. And before they were arch enemies, they were closest of friends, and working together with other mutants, some familiar, some new, to stop the greatest threat the world had ever known at the time. So, I love this movie and everything, and I want to talk about it and everything, but I'm gonna let Malcolm do his part, so take it away, Malcolm.
Hi guys, it's me, Malcolm, the movie Wizard of Oz himself. And as you can see, we have 3 days till Deadpool and Wolverine come on Friday, but unfortunately for me, I'm seeing it on Sunday. So without further ado, I'm here to discuss my review on one of the X-Men movies that I never did a review on, despite the other reviews I did. X-Men First Class. Oh my god. Why did I didn't do this review in the first place with the others? What's wrong with me? So yeah, as you can see, this tells the story how the X-Men were born. Yes, in this, yeah, we get to see the story of Charles, how Charles and Eric became friends, and we get to see how Raven, aka Mystique, met Charles and all that jazz. So yeah, we have an interesting cast here. When I grow up, I wanna be famous, I wanna be a star, I wanna be in movies. We got James McAvoy playing Professor X, and we got oh god, I know this. Wait, give me a minute. Oh, Michael Fassbender. Oh shoot, I am so sorry. I almost forgot his name. We even got Rose Byrne, Jennifer Lawrence, Miss January Jones, Nicholas Hoult, Lucas Till, and of course Kevin Bacon, who plays the villainous Sebastian Shaw. I mean, before we had Magneto as the big baddie, there was him. I gotta admit, he was quite powerful, yet wicked. I'm not gonna lie, either. How he shot Eric's mother point blank just because he failed to move the coin. That was over the top. I know it was wrong that Eric killed him, but you gotta admit, he had that coming. So yeah, I just love this movie. It was pretty awesome. Awesome. I gotta admit, Matthew Vaughn did an incredible job doing this movie. It's an excellent addition to the X-Men saga. I really do admire Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. She was so perfect for the role, other than Rebecca Romijn. I absolutely love Nicholas Hoult as Beast, because he was incredible. I mean, I do notice that in the movie there was some sparks between him and Raven. I mean, I do believe they do make a lovely couple, other than her with Eric. So yeah, I really that's it. I really did love the ending though. How Eric showed up in the CIA and broke out Emma Frost out there. It did give me chills when he said his name. Okay, I do believe it was unique. Okay, guys. So for my score for X-Men First Class, I do believe it was fabulous. It was outstanding. It was very, very epic. So I think I'll give this one a 9. Definitely a 9. Okay, guys. So for my... Oh, yeah. I already gave it the score. My bad. Alright, guys. I guess that's it. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and be sure you all stay safe and stay healthy. Bye!
Thank you, Malcolm. It was great to have you on here. I always enjoy collaborating with you and everything. So, as I was saying, I love this movie. It's one of my absolute favorite movies in the X-Men franchise, especially when it first came out. It was like the first one I had really loved since X2, so I was very, very hyped for this one when I very first saw it. And I didn't even see it till it had been out like 1.5 to 2 years, and everything, because I just didn't, I was tired of the X-Men at that time. I didn't like The Last Stand, and I thought X-Men Origins Wolverine was okay and stuff, but I was kind of just over the X-Men franchise when this one came out, and I was just starting to get into the MCU still. It was just starting and everything, so I ended up giving this one a watch, and I loved it and everything. I think it's one of the best. The story is really good. I love how we get to see how Charles and Eric met in it, and how they became Professor X and Magneto and stuff. Like, it's really well written and stuff. Their friendship is very well done and everything, and it's very well written and everything, like it's always been in the franchise. And getting to see how they met and stuff was really good and everything. That the action is pretty good in here too. It's not the strongest in the movie, but it does have some pretty cool action sequences, and the cast are excellent in here too. I feel like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender are just as good as Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and everything. I think their performances are just as good as them, and they were always great in all of the movies that they were in together and stuff, just as great as the other two and everything. And I do hope that maybe in Secret Wars or something we'll get to see them and everything, because I do really like their versions of the characters, and if we don't, it's okay, but I would love to see them again one more time. And their chemistry, like I said, it's just great. It's just as good as the other two. And I love Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique in this movie. I don't really care for her as much in the other ones. I think she was okay in Days of Future Past, and then the last two, she just kind of phoned it in and everything. I never really felt like she fit the role super well and everything, but I do think I like her more than Rebecca Romijn, just because at least Jennifer Lawrence's version has a personality. Rebecca Romijn just didn't really do anything except trick people and stuff. She didn't have much of a personality and stuff. So I do like Jennifer Lawrence's version in this one, though. I think this is the best version of her version of the character, though, and everything best that they did with her and everything. And I kind of like somewhat what they did with her in Days of Future Past and stuff, like I said. Nicholas Holt's Beast is really good too. He's another one of my favorite characters out of the prequel movies, and I personally prefer his version over Kelsey Grammer, who I don't think is terrible and everything. I think a lot of that is I just hold it against him that he's in one of the worst X-Men movies with The Last Stand. So I think that's why I just never have really loved Kelsey Grammer and everything, just because he's part of that movie. As far as the villain goes, Sebastian Shaw, I think he's actually one of the absolute best villains in the movie, or in the X-Men franchise. He's probably my second favorite after Magneto. He's just really a good villain. And Lucas Till as Havoc is pretty good too. I really like him and everything. I thought it was really cool that they had like Cyclops' brother and everything, and like in the comics he's younger than Cyclops, but in the movies he's older and everything. But I thought that was a pretty cool little switch around and stuff, and I thought he was a cool character. And I love the 1960s setting. It works really good. Henry Jackman's score is pretty good too. And Matthew Vaughn does a really great job directing this movie. Like if I had known at the time that he was the one directing it, I wouldn't have been able to tell it was him. Although now after seeing The Kingsman and other stuff, I could definitely say that I could see his style in this movie and everything. But going before, I had only seen Kick-Ass, and I felt like that movie had a much different style than this one did and everything. And I love that movie too. And everything. As far as my favorite moments in here, the montage where they're meeting with the different mutants and stuff is really fun, but my favorite part is when they go up to Wolverine and he tells them to go F themselves. I just absolutely love that scene and everything. I'm keeping it rated G in case my nieces or nephew watch. But I do love that scene and everything. It's just really awesome getting to see Wolverine, even if he's just a cameo and everything. But I also like that Wolverine kind of set this one out so that Magneto and Professor X could have the time to shine that I always felt like they should have had more of. The ending is really good too. When Magneto lifts the submarine and stuff, it's just really awesome. I always love it when Magneto is destroying stuff and lifting crazy heavy stuff and everything. Just really cool stuff with him and everything. And then the part where Magneto kills Sebastian Shaw with the coin and stuff that he had saved from the beginning of the movie when he was a kid, when his mom had been shot and everything. It's just awesome. It's chef's kiss, and it's a great full circle moment for Magneto and everything. I don't know if I should have been rooting for him or not, because he literally stuck a coin through a man's head, but I still love it and everything. Also, I like that they didn't really shy away from how graphic it is and everything. Like, it showed blood on the coin and everything. For being PG-13, I felt like they kind of pushed it a little bit with that scene and everything. So I love that. That's one of the best villain deaths in any comic book movie. I just love it, because he gets what he deserves, and he gets a pretty cool death without it being gruesome or a stereotypical falling to your death. Or they could have just done it really generically, but they did it with a way that was pretty entertaining and made you feel happy for Magneto when he got his revenge. And the part where Mystique and the mutants are coming up with their nicknames is pretty cool too. I love that and everything. They all come up with their own names, and then at the end of the scene, when Professor X and Magneto come in there, she gives them their names and stuff, and that's how they became, or started going by those names. I love that too and everything. And also the opening scene is scenes, because you got the scenes with Magneto, and then the scene where Charles meets Mystique and stuff. All of that is just really, really well done and everything. Great way to introduce the characters, and I love that they recreated the opening scene of the first X-Men movie. I thought that was really cool. So I really did like that. As far as negatives go, I will say that most of the other characters, aside from Beast, Havoc, and Mystique, and Sebastian Shaw, are really kind of forgettable. You got the girl that turns into the crystals that's working with Sebastian Shaw. I cannot remember her name to save my life, but she's played by, I think, January Jones. She's not really likable. She don't have a personality or anything. She's like a lot of the X-Men side characters, like pretty much most of this franchise. The side characters are always sidelined and everything, and they have cool powers. They're likable enough that you like them and stuff, but they don't have any depth to them. And that's one thing that does annoy me with the X-Men franchise, is they put too many characters instead of just giving you just a few to care about and stuff. I feel like they overdo it sometimes with how many characters they have in here. But that's really the only negative I have with this movie, and it's not enough to ruin the movie for me and everything. The story and the main characters that I care about are really what hold this movie together for me, and I really do enjoy it quite a bit. I think it's one of the best X-Men movies. It's one of my favorite prequel movies as well. Like it was actually one of the few prequels that I actually really did want when we got it and everything, even though by the time it came out I was just over X-Men and didn't really care. But I'm glad that I finally came around to it, because it got me back into the franchise. So, and I always kind of have a love for it because of that too, and everything. But it's a good movie. So I'd say I'd give X-Men First Class an 8.5 out of 10 for sure. But anyway, thank you, Malcolm, for joining me. It was great to have you on here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And have a good day, everybody. say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. And thank you all and have a good day.